Hello and welcome to Revenue Love. I'm Jonathan Hinshaw, and today, just bringing you some value. We're going to go over objections. Now, objections fall into 4 categories, and these are really important. So, you might hear hundreds of different objections, but all of them fall into the same 4 categories. You got the money objection, you got the time objection, right? So, the money objection is we can't afford it, we don't want to spend that. However it happens, it's money is the category of that objection. Time's another thing. We don't have time right now. We don't want to do this right now. We want to get back to you in the future. Then there's trust. Many of you have heard the trust objection come to you in ways like, do you offer a guarantee? How do I know this is going to work? And so the trust objection is usually the one you hear the most, especially if you're a marketer. And then we've got a deferral objection. That's when they say, hey, everything sounds great, but I want to talk to my business partner, or I want to defer this decision to somebody else. Those are usually harder to overcome. But today we're going to go over the top 2. I've been working with freelancers, small business owners, agency owners for years. And these are the top 2 objections that just mystify everyone. So let's start. Let's start with the trust objection, okay? The next time somebody says, do you offer a guarantee, or how do I know this is going to work? What I want you to hear is, I don't believe you. It's a trust issue. So when they're asking you things like, do you offer a guarantee? How do I know this is going to work? Immediately in your mind, you need to say to yourself, I haven't provided enough value. They don't trust me. I mean, think about it this way. If I say, hey, give me $5 and tomorrow I'll give you $20, if you believe me, you'll do it. If you believe me, that's not even a question. If you don't believe me, you're not going to do it. So it doesn't matter how good my presentation is, without a belief system there, without trust, you got nothing. So how do we build trust? How do we overcome that objection? Educate them. Have multiple interactions. Have multiple conversations. Usually the trust objection will come up when we handle business like this. Customer calls, we take the order. Yeah, I want a WordPress website with 10 pages, whatever. Great, I'll send you a quote. They don't trust you. Like, good luck. That's going to be a price war, and the price war is it's a race to the bottom. That's it. You're just racing to the bottom on price because they don't believe you. They don't trust you. You didn't earn the right to even pitch them yet. You didn't even earn the right to ask for their business. So the trust objection can only be handled with multiple interactions, with multiple conversations, with education. You need to bring value. You need to educate. Now, let's talk about the money objection. This is my favorite one. We can't afford it. We don't want to spend that. That's not in our budget. This is the best objection of all because it actually usually isn't founded in any factual basis, right? Think about it. People are living in homes they can't afford, driving cars they shouldn't have to impress people that don't give a shit, okay? So when they say I don't have the money, what they're really saying is, you haven't really proven to me yet that this is valuable. You haven't proven that the money I put in is going to give me more of a return, more money, more time, more satisfaction, more happiness, whatever it is, whatever their ROI looks like. So when you get the money objection, you have to really sit next to them. Most sales training, the way it's taught today is I sit on one side of the desk, prospect sits on the other, the money's in the middle and we fight over it, right? What's your budget? I don't know. I don't have a budget, right? I'm doing wallet surgery, trying to Houdini cash out of their pocket. It doesn't work that way. So a successful way to handle this objection is to sit next to them. Ask them questions like, instead of what's your budget, I would preemptively strike this objection. I'd bring it up before they do, right? You can sit next to them and you can say things like, hey, in the past, some of our most successful clients have decided to invest this amount, and this was the result, right? You tell them stories, but you're sitting next to them, helping them come up with a budget, not asking them what their budget is. And if you need to know what they're willing to spend, ask them things like, how much have you invested in the internet over the past 6 to 12 months? How much have you invested into whatever your services are, right? How much have you invested into this in the past? Do you want to keep that same investment? Are you looking for more ROI? Because that leads you into many, many things. One of the avenues that goes down, hey, Jonathan, yeah, we spent $100,000 on the internet last year. Awesome. Did you have some success? Yeah, we had a little bit of success. So would it make sense to keep that budget the same and hope for more success? Probably not, right? We're probably gonna need to raise our thinking, up the budget a little bit, because it doesn't make sense if I've already spent the money and seen the results, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So the way that I would absolutely handle the money objection is with something that I call feel, felt, found. And this, actually, you can handle any objection with this. But it goes like this. They say, Jonathan, this is too expensive. We can't afford this. I understand how you feel. We've had customers that felt the same way. But what they found is I'm not charging $20,000 to get this project done. What they found was I'm trying to hand them $100,000 in revenue. Right? I'm not charging. The cost isn't $20,000. The cost is what you're missing because you don't have this in place. What this is really costing you is 30% in revenue every year this is not implemented. So that's the cost. The investment is $20,000 to get you to that ROI, to get you to that 30% increase in business that you're looking for. So I hope that helps. That's an easy way. The feel, felt, found is the way that you build rapport, you build trust, and you're telling them, hey, I get it. I totally understand it. I've heard this before, and here's what I found. And so that's probably the number one thing you can do. Answer fast, be totally sincere, be transparent. Don't say, don't. Really quick. I know how you feel. We've had customers in the past that felt the same way. What they found was the true cost was the cost of not implementing this, right? I call it COI. The cost of inaction is actually what the cost is. The investment is X. The goal is Y. And so now you're having a business conversation. You're not having a conversation about software technology. You know, if you take orders, if you're just talking to clients and they're saying, yeah, we want a CMS website with 25 pages that does all these things, and you quote that, awesome. You're just taking orders. You might as well work at McDonald's. We need to be consultative, help them understand why they should spend more, where they should spend it, all that kind of good stuff. So those are two really easy ways to handle the trust and the money objection. I hope you guys liked it. I hope that helps you. Put your comments down below. Let me know if you have more questions. You know, start a conversation. Like it, share it. Get this out there. I just wanted to provide you guys some free info. Thanks for watching. Now go sell something.